So if you're in the business of building drones, robots, or really any kind of autonomous system, you're going to hit a major fork in the road. It's a critical strategic choice, and believe me, it will shape your timeline, your budget, and ultimately the success of your entire product. And in this world of autonomy, everything, and I mean everything, comes down to one simple-sounding question. Where am I? But the answer can't be kinda close. No way. We are talking centimeter-level accuracy all day, every day. If you don't have that, you don't really have a product. Exactly right. And achieving that level of precision brings us to the core dilemma, the big question that every engineering lead and CEO has to answer. Do you tie up your best people building this positioning system from the ground up? Or do you buy a solution that's already cracked all the hard problems for you? To really get to the bottom of that, I think we have to start with the heart of the system. I always think of it like building a race car. Before you worry about the body, the chassis, any of that, you've got to talk about the engine. And when we're talking high precision at GNSS, this right here, this is the V12 engine everyone wants. It's the Septentrio mosaic-G5 P3H. Now, this isn't just some chip. It's the absolute gold standard for reliable, high-accuracy positioning, and it is the core of everything we're looking at today. So, what's so incredible about this engine is the armor that's built right in. It starts with a technology called AIM+. Now, the spec sheet calls it advanced interference mitigation, but what it really does is actively hunt down and destroy any malicious jamming or spoofing signals in real time.
Let me just translate that for a second. For your business, AIM Plus is your insurance policy against mission failure. It's what keeps your expensive drone from literally falling out of the sky because of some radio interference.
Then you've got Lock Plus. This is all about physical toughness. You see, a lot of receivers will lose their satellite lock if they get shaken around too much. Lock Plus gives you this incredible tracking robustness, so your position stays locked on.
And that's not some abstract problem, is it? That's your ground robot bouncing off a curb. That's your survey drone having a bumpy landing. It's the difference between a product that's rugged and one that's a liability.
And the raw horsepower under the hood here is just mind-boggling. We're talking 789 dedicated hardware channels. That lets it track every single satellite in view from every major constellation on multiple frequencies, all at the same time.
This isn't just about big numbers.
You're right. It's about creating this thick, redundant web of signals. That's the secret sauce that delivers that best-in-class centimeter-level RTK position, even when you're in a tough spot like between two tall buildings.
And for all the robotics folks watching, this table shows a killer feature, dual antenna capability. See, a normal GPS has no idea which way it's pointing until it starts moving. But with two antennas, the mosaic-G5 P3H gives you incredibly precise heading, pitch, and roll, even when you're standing completely still. For safe navigation, that is an absolute game changer.
Okay, so let's recap. We've established that we have this undisputed, world-class engine. But an engine alone doesn't get you down the road. You still have to build the entire chassis around it. The power, the connectors, the whole package. And that brings us to the very real-world challenge of integration. In this picture, well, it says it all, doesn't it? On the left, you've got the build challenge. That means tasking your best engineers with months of complex board design, hunting down dozens of tiny components, and wrestling with that notoriously tricky RF engineering. On the right, you have the buy solution, the X43-AH module. It's already done all that heavy lifting for you. And that ready-made chassis, that integrated module, it just erases the biggest engineering headaches. Instead of spending months on custom development, you get standard interfaces that you already know how to use, like Type-C USB and serial ports. This just completely wipes that time-consuming, expensive, and frankly super risky RF design work right off your plate. It is literally plug and play. And hey, for all the application engineers out there, check this out. The X43-AH has an onboard TF card slot. What does that mean? It means when you're out in the field testing, you can leave your laptop in the truck. All that raw GNSS data gets logged right onto the card. It makes the whole testing and diagnostic workflow so much simpler. And what about the actual performance? We're looking at sub-10 millisecond latency. Now think about that. In a real-time control system, where your robot is making dozens of tiny corrections every single second, that kind of crazy low latency is the difference between smooth, stable control and jerky, unreliable behavior. It's critical. So the engineering case is pretty much a slam dunk. But what does this look like from the corner office? Let's take this up to the C-suite for a minute and deliver the final verdict. Because honestly, the business case is even more clear-cut. And here it is. This is the bottom line. The build path means you're signing up for months, maybe even years, to get your product to market. Your R&D costs are high and totally unpredictable. Your supply chain risk is a nightmare. Now look at the buy path with the X43-AH module. Your time to market shrinks to just weeks. Your cost is low and it's fixed. Supply chain risk, minimal. And you get guaranteed industrial-grade reliability from day one. So here's the key takeaway. You're not just buying a component here. You are buying strategic advantages. You are buying speed to market. You are buying proven reliability. And maybe most importantly, you are buying focus for your team. You're letting them do what they do best, building your product's unique features, not reinventing a wheel that's already been perfected. And that really brings us to the final and I think most powerful question you have to ask your team. What business are you really in? Are you in the business of designing, testing, and manufacturing incredibly complex GNSS receivers from scratch? Or are you in the business of building world-class robots and drones that are going to change the world? Because where you choose to focus, that's going to determine your future.